it's Miss Cara from the Coventry Public Library, and welcome to another Rhode Island Children's Book Award Rooster Reads. We're in December, so this is our 4th month, and I have 4 different books to share with you today. So hopefully you've been reading a few of the choices we've been talking about, but this month we're going to look at Pie in the Sky, The Proudest Blue, Shouting at the Rain, and Inkling. So those are our 4 titles for this month. So maybe you've read one of them already. If not, I'm going to give you a little information about each one now. Okay, so our first one we're going to look at is Pie in the Sky by Remy Lay. So Pie in the Sky is a chapter book. It's realistic fiction, but it has a lot of fun illustrations throughout, like a blue tone. And Pie in the Sky is a very heartwarming, realistic fiction book about brothers, and they have moved to Australia. So Jinwang and his brother are dealing with moving to a new country and learning a new language and fitting in at a new school. So it's a lot to deal with all at once. And on top of it, they've just lost their dad. And the younger brother seems to be fitting in a little better. So in order to deal with everything that's going on, the older brother, Jinwang, decides to bake all his dad's cakes. They had moved to Australia because his dad wanted to open a bakery there called Pie in the Sky. So they decide together to bake all the cakes the dad was going to have in his bakery. So a lot of comedy comes from that. My brother's baking is a lot of fun. So this book deals with a lot of different things, grief and moving to a new country, learning a new language, but it also has lots of humor and heart and fun. So I hope you pick up Pie in the Sky and read that soon. So that's our first choice, realistic fiction chapter book for this month. Pie in the Sky by Remy Lay. Next we're going to look at Shouting at the Rain. This is by Linda Mullally Hunt. So this is another realistic fiction, and this is about Delcy, and she lives with her grandmother on Cape Cod. So if some of you have been to Cape Cod, this might be a fun book to read. And that's in Massachusetts, near us. So she likes to be friends with her neighbors, and tracking the weather is fun for Delcy. And she's looking forward to, she lives on the Cape, but every summer her best friend Brandy comes back for the summer, so she was really looking forward to that. But this summer, Brandy seems to have moved on, and she's not very nice to Delcy. So Delcy is friends with a new boy to the neighborhood called Ronan, and they become friendly and go on adventures together, and she shows him all around her neighborhood, the parts of the Cape at her neighborhood. And she's also dealing with her mom left when she was very young, and she lives with her grandmother, and she's really hoping her grandmother will share some information about her mom with Delcy. So this is a realistic fiction, a chapter book about family, friends, summer, and if you've been to the Cape or want to read a little bit fiction, it's fiction, but it does mention it. This might be a fun choice for you, Shouting at the Rain. Next we're going to look at The Proudest Blue. This is our picture book I chose for this month. I try to do a picture book every month. So this is The Proudest Blue, a story of hijab and family. And this is by Atiba Muhammad with S.K. Ali, and the pictures are by Atim Ali. So it's lots of pictures in it. It's a picture book, and it's about 2 sisters, and they're starting school. So the younger sister is very excited to start first day of school. She has new sneakers, but her older sister, Asaya, her first day wearing hijab to school. So she's very excited. She has her mom took her, she picked out beautiful blue hijab to wear with pride to school, but not all the children are kind, and the sisters have to deal with some hurtful words from some of the children. But the sisters, really a story about sisters and their faith and their love for each other, and being true to yourself. So this is a really great choice, The Proudest Blue. And we have Inkling as well this month. And this is by Kenneth Opel, and it's illustrated by, there's a lot of pictures in it, so it's illustrated by Sydney Smith. I think they're all black and white. They're kind of like a graphic style, but it's a chapter book. So it has lots of pictures in it. There's one. His dad, Ethan, is a 6th grader, and his dad created this character, Kren, so he became a really popular artist, but he's having trouble. Their mom just passed away, so the dad is having trouble being creative and writing again and drawing again. So Ethan has a younger sister, Sarah. So it's realistic fiction chapter book, but there's fantasy in it. It's a lot of, so if you like fantasy, I guess it would be more fantasy for a chapter book, because one night a blob of ink comes out of Ethan's dad's sketchbook and starts to move around the house, and he begins to get emotions and get creative, and he tries to help the family. So Ethan thinks, when he finds Inkling, he named him Inkling, he thinks he's the answer to his problems, including Ethan's project at school that he's having difficulty with. So if you like fantasy, you would enjoy this chapter book, and it's fun, and it has an unusual friendship between Ethan and Inkling. So those are our 4 choices for December. So Inkling, Shouting at the Rain, Pie in the Sky, and The Proudest Blue. So hopefully you pick up 1 or 2 if you haven't read one of those yet, from now until we meet in January. And the library is currently open for browsing, or if you'd like to see if any of the 2021 nominees are available, you can call Children's, and we could always schedule a curbside pickup too. And if you have a curbside pickup, if you'd like a tracking sheet, you can just let me know, and I can include this with your curbside if you call for any books from the Children's Room. So this has all the 2021 Rhode Island Children's Book Award nominees, and you can check them off as you read them, because we're getting very close to voting. But we will meet again. I'll have another talk in January to highlight our last 4 nominees. So thank you so much for joining me today, and we hope to see you soon at the Coventry Public Library. Thank you. Bye.